In the previous lesson, we created a simple navigation in Axure RP by using basic interactions such as on mouse center and on mouse out. The menu looks pretty good, but we need a secondary menu that slides downwards when we hover over the main navigation items. Having in mind our previous experiences, it is safe to say that we should start by dragging a rectangle onto the canvas so we could have the container. Well, let's try and hope this works. Drag a rectangle and place it at 0 horizontally and 113 vertically, with a height of 522 pixels. I know these dimensions because I used some guides to help me. Set the background to 1E, 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 and set the line width to none. This will make the border invisible. The next step is to right-click on it and set it hidden so that we can show it by adding another action on mouse center on the coffee navigation item. Don't forget to rename the shape. I chose drop-down menu, but you can choose anything else to your likings. Select the coffee tab and add another interaction on the on mouse center event. The action that we are going to add is show drop-down menu, animate slide down 500 milliseconds. Select the coffee tab and add another action on the on mouse out event. The action that we are going to add is hide drop-down menu, animate slide up 500 milliseconds. Let's preview it. Looks nice, the page is center aligned, and it behaves accordingly to our expectations. But there is still a problem. The sub-navigation should expand to the full width of the browser, not be contained in a grid like the rest of the websites. Axure 7 has the possibility to create a 100% wide dynamic panel, so here we have our first opportunity to use dynamic panels and see them in action in this specific case. What we can do is simply transform the rectangle widget into a dynamic panel by right-clicking on it and selecting the option on the bottom. Rename the panel to drop-down menu. In the past I used to add DP in front of the name of a dynamic panel so that I could easily find it when accessing the interactions pane, but it is up to you how you want to name them. I also renamed the states so that it is easier to find them later, so I will rename state 1 to coffee. Open coffee state by double-clicking it and delete the rectangle as we do not need it anymore. In the panel state formatting, set the background color to 1E, 1E, 1E. Go back to the page and select the dynamic panel, set the height back to 522 pixels, and I will also stretch it to the full width of the site. In the widget properties pane, choose 100% wide checkbox. Now recreate the interactions on the coffee tab to show hide the dynamic panel instead of the deleted rectangle. We should be ready. Now what we need to do is recreate the sub-navigation for all the other menu items, such as menu, coffee house, responsibility, etc. I will create a new state for each and every menu item, and then we will add some widget interactions so that we can browse through the menu.